Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, it's my great pleasure to speak to you at the conference at the University of Lima in July this year to talk about robotics and artificial intelligence. In my talk, I would like to outline some of the foundations of robotics and artificial intelligence, where this idea of artificial intelligence actually originated from and what it means, and especially what the strong relation is between the engineering side of robotics and obviously the more cognitive and neurophysiological basis for intelligence in natural systems, and how we can combine this in creating artificial intelligence in technical systems and especially in robots. After this, I would like to also talk more about the hurdles and the challenges that we have to meet when we want to create truly intelligent robotic systems that are capable to act in real-world environments, starting at the mechanical and also electrical engineering problems and challenges that we face, and of course then on how to use these systems once we have achieved them to create intelligence using the methods that we know from computer science in general, but especially of course from machine learning and symbolic levels of artificial intelligence. Finally, I would like to give you a few examples from different application areas, like the underwater robotics area, where we are working heavily in the German Research Center for Artificial Intelligence, but also at the University of Bremen. But also space robotics, for example, is another application area that I would like to point out, because we are a city that is proud to be one of the space cities in Europe. Actually, we have two major companies sitting here that are building space systems, and therefore naturally our institute would also be very interested and was always very interested to push the technology in this direction forward. And this challenge that we have to meet, whether we go into the underwater or in the space domain, also is a driver to transfer these results that we have achieved in those very challenging areas to terrestrial places. And in this case, I would like to outline what we're doing in the area of rehabilitation and assistive robotic systems, and especially I would like to draw your attention to exoskeletons that we are building and programming for the rehabilitation of stroke, and hopefully in the future also spinal cord lesion patients. With that, I will make a conclusion and point out to some of the future challenges that we will be seeing in both the area of artificial intelligence in itself, but especially also in the area of robotics, and how we might be able to come to robotic systems with artificial intelligence that have a real and a strong real world and especially sustainable real world capability to be in the future assistance to human beings, whether that is in the private sector or in our everyday business lives, and that hopefully and purposefully will solve a cause that will enable people to do things that they couldn't do before, or that they will just be able to use these robotic systems for hard, dangerous, dull, dirty applications, like we call them, so that the human being basically is freed and can start to think and use his cognitive abilities more for other things. And with that, I'd like to thank you. I'm looking forward to the discussion and to the talk in July. And thank you very much for having me once again. And I'm happy to see you all in July of this year. Thanks.